2022 was a great season here at Hastings. Unfortunately, it started off on the wrong note as Glenn Todd, unfortunately, our fearless leader, passed away just before the season started in late March. But his presence was felt throughout the season, and we saw Nene win today. We saw Sunbird win today, both 2-year-old stakes races that he bought that were purchased, and thanks to the Todd family for making them available to be purchased. And a lot of people that have bought the Glenn Todd horses ended up doing very well this year.
Yeah, his legacy definitely is going to carry on here for years to come, as he was a main prominent person to bring in the fresh horses and really promote BC as a whole.
No, he on and off the racetrack, like his horses in the barn, he was very good, but also promoting off track with his Derby Barn Girl site. But anyway, it was a really tough year. When you lose your leader, it's really hard. But we battled through. We got 45 days. We had some great racing performances, some great rides, and great riders throughout the season.
Yeah, we had a couple riders making returns after injury. Most notably is the leading rider, Amadeo Perez. There is no catching him in the standings this year. He did suffer an injury mid-July last year, but it was great to see him back and go on to have such a successful year in himself. Antonio Reyes, of course, is always right there. They all battle it out. And Silvino became really hot as of late. He's been really rolling a lot for the Maben Barn, who he works very hard for each and every morning. So that's always good to see both teams getting rewarded there.
The horses were a part of the show, obviously, as always, as we saw Porter Gent, who was brilliant in the older horse division. Porter Gent won a couple of stakes races. At Attention was very good. Infinite Patience was her usual brilliant self, winning every stakes race that she was in. The 3-year-olds, Regal Riot was so neat. Regal Riot, Soaring for the Sun, they were trading, and Gunfighter were trading early in the year, and it ended up Regal Riot won the BC Derby. And the 3-year-old fillies, another Glenn Todd horse. Who else? Cleopatra wins the BC Oaks as the Wynn Stables. Wow, what a story they are, getting into the business after Chris and his wife, their mother-in-law, ended up passing away, and that's why they got in the business, because she was such a racing enthusiast. And they get in the business, spend money. They had the money, they spent it. They end up winning the BC Oaks in the first year, which was really cool. And we saw Legacy Square, even though we did lose his final start, he was dominant this year. And the 2-year-old fillies were brilliant as well. As I mentioned, Nene winning the last race of the season.
Yeah, and to stay on the horse topic there, Pineapple Tidbits, definitely a claimer of the year candidate. 50% in the money. Sorry, 80% in the money, 50% win alone. I mean, those are the horses that keep the smaller guys coming back year after year. We definitely need horses like her around.
The claiming races are the bread and butter of the industry, and Pineapple Tidbits, she was just a superstar this year. Whatever barn she was in, she kept running on well.
And then the trainer standing was nice and tight here this year, with just one win separating coming into the final day between Edgar Mendoza and Barb Heads.
Yeah, both had great seasons. Edgar's going to be definitely leading trainer, and the leading jock, obviously, as you mentioned, Amadeo Perez. But everyone there's a lot of people that had good seasons. Bottom line, it was a success here at Hastings, and it was a lot of fun. And I hope everyone throughout simulcast land and that came out here at Hastings enjoyed the show that we put on this year. And we really look forward to seeing you again next year in April of 2023.